I'll always regret leaving Arsenal. I couldn't even speak to my new boss afterwards. Arsenal have seen countless fan favourites leave over the years, but plenty of those players have had regrets after choosing pastures new. As the January transfer window opens, some Arsenal players may be eyeing an exit in search of more game time. However, Gunners fan favourite Alexander Hleb has previously spoken about the heartache he felt when he left the club for Barcelona back in 2008. Despite only spending 3 years at Emirates Stadium, his time under Arsène Wenger's tutelage had a profound impact on him. Hleb was a key figure in the Arsenal squad that made it to the Champions League final in 2006, carving out a name for himself in the post-Invincibles era. His stellar performances caught the attention of other clubs, and Pep Guardiola brought him to Barcelona in his first summer as manager. Joining what would later be hailed as one of football's greatest teams, Hleb was part of the squad that clinched an unforgettable treble in Guardiola's debut season. Yet, the move wasn't the dream scenario many would imagine, with the playmaker admitting the thought of leaving Arsenal brought him to tears. In a candid interview with Planet Football in 2023, Hleb said, "It's still difficult for me to explain why I left Arsenal. I was absolutely happy there. Arsène completely trusted me, it was idyllic. And then I decided to leave." He continued, "I was on vacation and agents and managers convinced me that I had to go to Barcelona. To be honest, I didn't really understand what I was doing." Hleb managed 36 outings for Barcelona in total, with 19 of those being starts, as Pep Guardiola's team established their supremacy. Whilst the Catalan giants basked in their triumphs, the former Arsenal star was left to contemplate being omitted from the Champions League final squad in 2009, a snub that Hleb branded "a knife in my back." He revealed, "I never spoke to Guardiola after that. I could understand him because I didn't behave well enough myself. But it was incredibly painful." After that inaugural campaign, Hleb never featured for Barcelona again, instead spending the following years on temporary spells at Stuttgart, Birmingham City and Wolfsburg. The Belarusian accepted responsibility for failing to settle into his new Spanish surroundings, yet his affection for Arsenal and Wenger remained unwavering. "Wenger is like a father to me. It was really easy to work with him, you always felt his support," he revealed. Hleb clocked up 130 appearances for the Gunners but appeared to regret not spending more time under Wenger's guidance. He remembered the Arsenal manager rejecting his proposal for a loan move while recovering from injury during his debut season at the club. He was like, "Stop it. I believe in you. Don't even think about things like that," Hleb recalled. "Honestly? I just flew out of the room. It really felt like I had wings." Arsène truly feels his players. He says exactly what a player needs to hear. "I think there are very few guys who might say that they haven't enjoyed work." Join our Arsenal WhatsApp channel and get all the latest breaking news, opinion, podcasts and in-depth stories from Football.London's dedicated Arsenal writers straight to your phone. By following this free service you will be the first to know the news from the Emirates Stadium as it happens, when it happens. To join our dedicated Arsenal channel, all you have to do is click this link and you can join thousands of others following our Gunners coverage. Manchester City, Liverpool and Bayern Munich are all keeping a close eye on the 25-year-old. However, current leaders Arsenal, who extended their lead at the top after a goalless draw with Liverpool on Thursday, have also reportedly thrown their hat into the ring. Chelsea manager has done for a decade in first game. Read more. Why were FA Cup replays scrapped? Real reason for controversial decision. And The Athletic's Sam Lee has claimed in an interview for the Let Me Talk podcast that City are behind Liverpool and Arsenal in the running for Palace's defender. He said, "On Monday night, I was told by somebody who knows what's going on at City, but also I think probably Palace as well." He said he thinks Guehi wants to stay until the summer and he prefers Liverpool to City, in any case. Somebody else messaged me on Twitter, X, and I know he's very good on other club stuff. He was like, "Yeah, he wants to stay until the summer and he prefers Liverpool and Arsenal." I was like, "Well, I haven't heard Arsenal, but that kind of tallies what I'd been told the night before." It remains to be seen whether or not Arsenal will be willing to make a bid or bide time until the summer, when Guehi's contract expires. However, the Gunners held an interest in Guehi last summer, before deciding to go in a different direction and sign Spain prospect Christian Mosquera from Valencia, while Piero Hincapié also arrived from Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool had a bid of £35 million plus £5 million in add-ons accepted last summer, but did not get that deal over the line on transfer deadline day, and Palace reportedly know they can get a similar fee in January, with City very keen after losing key defenders Josko Gvardiol and Ruben Dias to injury, while John Stones is also out. Honestly, I don't know what will happen, Glasner said about Guéhi earlier this week. If you're just valuing sports, everyone in the club will say Mark has to stay. The report adds that Moyes is desperate to sign a new right-back, but Bogle does not want to leave Elland Road this month. Moyes' current right-back options are club captain Seamus Coleman, who is currently injured, Nathan Patterson, and natural centre-back Jake O'Brien. According to Football Insider, Everton are keen to offer White a new environment as David Moyes looks to solve their problematic right-back situation. The report claims the Toffees are keeping close tabs on the Arsenal defender and are open to a deal this month. Unfortunately for the Merseyside club, Mikel Arteta's side are unlikely to sanction a mid-season sale of a player who is under contract until 2028, with the option of a further one-year extension. It is clearly a problem position at Everton, and White would be a spectacular signing, if he can stay fit. Moyes unhappy after FA Cup exit. Everton were knocked out of the FA Cup on Saturday, losing on penalties at home to Premier League rivals Sunderland. Moyes was far from happy with the manner of the exit, with Everton failing to score any of their 3 penalty attempts while the Black Cats converted all 3. I don't think you blame anybody when you lose a penalty shootout. It's something that can happen, the goalkeeper is there to make saves. But I think there is a way to lose if you're going to do that. It felt as if we didn't look as if we didn't do it in that way, and that's why we have all walked away with huge disappointment. Moyes added, we did a great job to get back in the game and get ourselves level with what was available. But when we get to that point, you're hoping to go on and show it, and it was poor. Someone has to win a penalty shootout and someone has to lose it, but I do think there is a way to win it and a way to lose it. I didn't think the way we lost it today was the right way in the taking of it.